Every day I showed up because every day that I didn't, I could never get back. I want you to think about that. Every day I showed up because every day that I didn't, I can never get that one back. Oh, what's up? How's it going, family? How you doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Happy Monday. This is my first Monday morning motivation of 2021. And I couldn't be more amped to give it to you because today I'm going to give you over $100 million worth of advice in about 5 minutes here. So on Friday, I had the amazing opportunity to do a Clubhouse. I don't know if anybody else is on Clubhouse. Apparently, it's the new big thing. Everybody's doing it. Oops. Let's just open this up. I'm using Ecamm to do this live. It's my first time doing it, so it might look like I'm playing around with things. It's because I am. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. So welcome to learning every day, which we're going to talk about in just a second here. But, that being said, the thing that I wanted to talk to you about is because I did a Clubhouse last Friday, and I'm on that Clubhouse. I did the Clubhouse with actually over $100 million worth of entrepreneurs. So there were 5 of us that were hosting the Clubhouse, and of the 5 of us, we totaled over the last year, we totaled over $100 million in revenue and advice. And one of the biggest takeaways that I got from that, I actually want to share with you guys. And I want to give you that piece of advice because I think it would be incredibly helpful for everybody to understand. So one of my good buddies, Yuri Elkaim, somebody asked him, Yuri, how do you, Yuri's been in this, a lot of the guys who I've been working with, and a lot of the guys who are on this Clubhouse, who are hosting this Clubhouse, have been in the coaching space for over a decade, 10, 12, 15 years that they've been in the coaching space. And one of the guys asked Yuri, he said, Yuri, you've been in the space for, 12 years, making over 7 figures, near 8 figures for 12 years, right? And he asked him, like, how do you keep motivated to keep hitting new goals? How do you keep motivated to keep going further, progressing and everything like that? And he said, it's easy. It's easy. I actually don't focus on my yearly goals. He's like, I have yearly goals. I set yearly goals every single year. I set a new yearly goal. And he's like, 2020 was the best year I've ever had. And before that, 2019 was the best year I ever had. And before that, 2018 was the best year I ever had. Before that, 2017 was the best year that I ever had. And he said, but the reason that every single year is the best year that I ever had is because rather than focusing on the goal, I set a goal to give me direction. But rather than focusing on the goal, I focus on the process. I focus on the process of every single day. I don't take a day off in this. He says, every single day, I focus on being better than the day before. Now, we've all heard this. We've all heard that the goal is not to be perfect every single day. The goal is to be better every day. But how many of us actually practice this? How many of us actually practice on getting better every single day, getting out of our comfort zone every single day, doing one thing that scares us, doing one thing that stretches us every single fucking day? Because growth is a habit. Growth is a habit. Growth is not something that's given. Change is given. Growth is a decision. It's a tough decision that we have to make every single fucking day to do the thing that scares us, to do the thing that makes us uncomfortable, to do that one thing that gets us off of our ass, to produce more, to get into more action. And Yuri said, in my pursuit, there's a root belief, a root mindset that I have into my growth and my constant pursuit of every year being better than the last one. And he says, when I end up on my deathbed, I truly want to look at my life and saying that is the absolute best that I could have done. I left everything out on the field. Every day I showed up because every day that I didn't, I could never get back. I want you to think about that. Every day I showed up because every day that I didn't, I can never get that one back. Think about that. Think about that. At the end of every single day, I actually have this written on my mirror in my bathroom. So when I'm brushing my teeth, going to bed at night, and when I'm brushing my teeth, waking up first thing in the morning, it says, did I show up? Did I show up today? I want you to ask yourself that, because if you truly just focus on showing up every single day, that's probably the most important thing that we can control. We can't always control the outcome. We can't always control whether or not we hit $100,000 this year or $200,000 or $500,000 this year. But we can control whether or not we show up every day. We can control whether or not we make excuses. We say, fuck the excuses. I'm taking ownership. I'm getting out of my comfort zone and I'm doing what is within my control to get better today. I'm going to show up at 110%. I'm going to show up with the energy that's necessary. I'm going to show up with the passion and the drive to learn, grow, and come from a place of love. No matter what fears, no matter what distractions, no matter what excuses come in front of me. And that's what Yuri said. And for the next 45 minutes, this panel of five, me included, this panel of five spent discussing the importance of focusing on the process and every single day showing up. One of my favorite quotes that came from that, there's a famous John Wooden quote. For those of you guys who don't know John Wooden, he's probably one of the top coaches of all time. He was the UCLA men's basketball coach, and he won something ridiculous like 9 championships in 12 years as a UCLA men's basketball coach. Now think about this. This isn't professional sports. This is college basketball. So every single season he was winning with a different fucking team. That's insane. That's batshit crazy, right? But he just kept winning over and over and over. And one of the things that he said to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kareem had a tough test the night before one day, and his girlfriend broke up with him, and he showed up to practice, and he was kind of half-assing practice. And John Wooden pulled him aside, and he said, Kareem, you look like you're not showing up today. He's like, yeah, boss, I had a really tough test yesterday, so I didn't sleep all night. A really tough test this morning, so I didn't sleep all night, and my girlfriend just broke up with me, so I'm just really, really having a rough time, and I need a little wiggle room. And he says, Kareem, I totally get it. But the problem is, if you show up at 70% today, you're imagining that tomorrow you can show up at 130% and make up for it. But the truth is, can you show up at 130% tomorrow? No, you can't show up at 130% tomorrow. So that 70% that you're leaving on or that 30% that you're leaving on the table today is gone forever. And that's the only thing that we can control. And I loved that for the next 45 minutes, this panel of $100 million worth of earnings in 2020 made the distinction that probably the most important thing for you to do in your business, in your life, in anything, is to realize that today, you are not good enough. You are not good enough today, but tomorrow you can be. Tomorrow you can be if today you focus on giving it 110%, getting out of your comfort zone, making no excuses, doing the things that scare you, and you make this a habit. You don't do this 5 days out of 7 during the week. You don't do this majority of the month and then take a week off. You don't do this throughout the year and then take a month off. Every single day of your life, if you make it a habit of constantly focusing on becoming better at what you do, things in life get easier. You get better. As you get better, things in life get easier. You get more of the results. And the goals just come. The goals just come, but you have to focus on showing up every single goddamn day. Because if you show up 70% today, by tomorrow, that 30% that you left on the table is forever gone. All right? I love you guys. Have a phenomenal week. Have a phenomenal month, a phenomenal 2020. We're starting this one off right. And if you know any coaches that need our help launching their coaching business this month and in 2021, there we go. And have a phenomenal 2021. And if you know any coaches that need our help launching their business in 2021, use our referral scripts below and we'll get you a referral bonus. I love you guys. Have an awesome week. Now I got to figure out how to turn off this live from Ecamm.